For breakfast, I decided to switch things up a bit and try a new breakfast that I saw on Instagram the other day, so we're making harissa eggs. And this is very quick and easy to make, especially if you have an air fryer, so perfect for when you want something a bit different but also don't have a lot of time. To make it, I started by adding a bunch of baby tomatoes in a little ramekin, seasoned with salt and pepper, and added it to the air fryer for 5 minutes or until the tomatoes have started to burst. I squished them with my fork and added a couple of eggs on top. I seasoned with salt and pepper again and put it back in the air fryer. For the side, I'm also toasting up a wholemeal pita, which will act as my healthy extra B. And last minute I decided to also add some feta, so 45 grams will also be my healthy extra A. I sprinkled it on top and returned it to the air fryer for a couple of minutes. I then served straight from the ramekin and added my pita on the side, and breakfast was served. I thought I'd try something new for breakfast today because I've been obsessed with the quesadilla thing that I've been making. If you saw my previous video on the what I ate in a week, I had that twice and pretty much every day I'm craving that, but I thought I'd switch things up and not get completely bored of that. So I decided to make some harissa eggs, and last minute I also decided to add some feta. So the eggs are not as runny as I would like, but I couldn't resist adding a bit of feta because it's good to have my healthy extra B, and just feta makes everything so much better. So let's try it. It's so good. So this reminds me of bouillardi, which is basically baked tomato and feta in the oven, which is a classic Greek side dish, and it's so good. I would have loved if the eggs were running because it would just make the dipping of the pita so much better, but it's still so good. Gonna go enjoy, probably have another cup of tea, and then I'll see you for lunch. And I'm thinking of doing some baking today, hopefully baby allows. So yeah, I want to have a productive day today. So on my list is loads of laundry, have to take Elsie for a walk, have to do some editing, finish a video for this Sunday. So I'm hoping it will be a productive day. But for now, I'm gonna go enjoy this with a cup of tea. Perfection. I've taken Elsie out for a walk, I've showered, as you can probably tell by my crazy hair, did my face but haven't managed to straighten my hair, but I need a snack and another tea. So I'm having some orange and 2 of my favorite Slimming World bars, which are the gingerbread ones. Good orange. And for my tea, in case you're interested, I'm using whole milk because that's what we have for Lily in the house, and I personally don't sin it. I know they say maybe a splash is half a sin or something, but I think in the future, if it affects my weight loss, I might start sinning it. But for the time being, I'm just having as much tea as I want and as much milk as I want. But I don't use too much, to be honest. I just do a splash. But in case you're interested, I am using whole milk. So I'll go enjoy my bars and tea, hopefully have some time to sort this crazy hair, and then let's make some lunch. For lunch, I had a craving for caponata, so I'm making a quick version on my pressure cooker. And this couldn't be easier. I just chopped some Mediterranean vegetables, so today I'm doing courgette, aubergine, pepper and a celery stick.
I put my pressure cooker on sauté mode and added an onion first to sauté. I seasoned with salt and pepper, added a splash of water and then added the rest of my vegetables. And I found this pizza sauce in my fridge, which is basically like a passata but with herbs, and decided to also add it in. I also added a veggie stock cube and some capers. Lastly, I added a bay leaf, gave everything a good mix and let it on pressure cook for 30 minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm also adding some cod fillets in my air fryer to cook at the same time. I simply seasoned with salt and pepper, sprayed with a bit of fry light and then also squeezed some fresh lemon juice and added some herbs de Provence. Lastly, I added some pasta to boil, and today I'm doing some whole grain spaghetti, so I just added them in some salted boiling water. And now my caponata sauce was ready, so once the pasta was cooked, I added some spoonfuls to the spaghetti. I mixed it well, and to serve, I first added some rocket to my plate and then topped with my spaghetti. I then topped with a fish fillet and my lunch was ready.
I am so ready for this meal. I want to add 5 or 8 olives on this, but I want to have a bite because I'm gonna go sit down. I don't know why I serve this in a plate and not a bowl. I'll probably change over because this is just a disaster waiting to happen. I probably have overcooked the fish, as always. I don't know how it gets cooked so quickly in the air fryer, but I need to find the perfect timing for that. But let's have a bite. I love this. I'll probably have both cod fillets because I need the protein and James doesn't like fish, so I'm just gonna have it all to myself. I really like this. It's quite summery and it's snowing outside. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's just what I was craving. I love all the vegetables. If you have the time, you can make it in a pan, but because I didn't, I just stuck it in the pressure cooker and it just cooks it so nicely and so quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy, have a break and then have some cake. so excited for dessert. I've been craving cake for quite a while now, and I've been very good with eating just the hi-fi bars or making my yogurt snacks slash dessert with like either hi-fi bars or the meringue. But I thought I'd try and make a nice little cake because it's the perfect weather for it. It's snowy, it's cold, and I just love cake and tea. So let's try it. I suspect it's not gonna be very sweet, but I don't like a very sweet cake anyways, and I didn't have the apricot jam that it called for on top. I might buy some tomorrow and put for the rest of the cake, but for now, let's try it like this. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit dry, but the cake gives it a nice moisture. I just love cooked apple. It gives it a nice sweetness as well, so I'm happy. I'm not gonna say it's the best cake I've ever had, but it's a good enough cake. I'm gonna go enjoy my cup of tea, and I'll see you for dinner or snacks, probably snacks as well.
For dinner, I wanted something quick and simple as I was quite tired, and to be honest, I prefer having my main meal at lunch and a lighter meal for dinner as I find it helps me sleep better too. So in these times, I always go back to eggs as they're super versatile and very quick to cook and high in protein. And today I decided to make a simple omelette, and to increase the speed food, I'm also adding some mushrooms and spring onions for my filling. I'm also chopping up some cucumber for some extra speed food, and also I really love having something fresh with all my meals. So I serve my cucumber and simply season with some salt flakes and some red wine vinegar. I also serve some ricotta as a healthy extra A, and finally my omelette. And this was so good. I love a simple meal, and anything with feta just gets my vote. 10 out of 10.
So after dinner, I've been loving having my little sweet treats with my peppermint tea, and it's just been so nice to look forward to every night. My favorite recently has been this proper corn. It's popcorn, sweet and salty. It's so good, and the ingredients are pretty good. It's just whole grain corn, rapeseed oil, demerara sugar, glazing agent, and sea salt. And they're just so good. I don't know about you, but when I have popcorn, I feel like you get quite a lot, so it feels like a good snack after dinner. And then my mint chocolate. And the mint chocolate is my favorite currently. It's not too minty, which I like. It's not like a After Eight or what are they called, the other ones? You know, the mints that you have usually at Christmas time. Bendix? I'm forgetting what it's called, but yeah, I think you know what I mean. Anyways, let me know in the comments what's your favorite kind of chocolate. I love a dark chocolate, and I feel like it does something to my appetite. I feel like when I have dark chocolate, it regulates my appetite. I can't have too much. I mean, I could, but I feel like 2 squares is usually enough for me. So perfect when you're trying to eat healthier, and it's good for you, I think. I just love chocolate. So this is 3.5 sins, and this is 2.5 per square, and I usually have 2 squares depending on how many sins I have left. So this has been my little ritual every night. I just love it, and I just look forward to every single night basically.
As coisas chegam quando